Alright, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Elliott and you're watching Rickety Ski Reviews. Today we're going to be watching a video that popped up on my feed. I have no idea why it got served to me. I typically hate these kind of videos. It's a video of a ski crash, but it's summertime, it's something to watch, so let's give it a watch. Graphic content warning for anybody who's squeamish, I guess, but you know, at least that's what CBT Sports says. This is French skier crashes, breaks leg in World Cup downhill. Now, I've never watched this before. I want to give like a real live reaction. So who knows? But again, if you're squeamish to that kind of stuff, maybe look away, pick a different video. God, I have always hated ski crash videos. I just always avoid them. But that was back when I was a ski racer, just because I feel like it messes with your head a little bit. It's probably a good reminder to see how dangerous ski racing is, but man, I don't know. It just gives me heebie-jeebies. I don't feel like it adds anything in my life personally, but it might be entertaining for you. So let's just go ahead with the video. Oh man. Okay, he's already off in a tuck. He's going fast. The noise alone makes me squeamish. This might not mean anything to some of you, but if you grew up on the East Coast and you've skied races on just bulletproof ice, you know that sound. One is the sound of just that like bulletproof ice and the edge cutting through it. But the scary part is when you hear the what that means is the ski is flopping like this, which means that there's ruts or chatter or whatever. And it means that you're not getting consistent edge on the snow. It means that you don't have consistent traction. It's really hard to get a downhill platform. I know I'm like overanalyzing it, but that sound sends shivers down my spine. I have heard that sound in Stratton. I had a ski pop out of my binding. The person who set my bindings refused to set them properly. Like they just were like, oh, you're too light, we're gonna put the dinway down. And I heard this sound, and then I went to put my foot down, and there was no ski there. And the other ski, popped off. I tumbled, and then the ski got caught up in the tumble. Long story short, I have a scar on my hip from that exact sound. That's why it freaks me out. I know it's just a small sound, but my God. There's that sound again. There's that sound again. And look at his left foot here. His skis are not pointing the same direction. He's a very good skier, but he is struggling to keep these skis on track facing the same way. He also doesn't look super confident on his line. He looks like he's playing catch up constantly. I mean, he's going fast. They call it late and straight for a reason, but man. I don't know, this is just like really struggling to hang on to something. Oh, did you see that? Did you see how his like skis had to get like kind of lean back and let his skis get out from under him just to make that turn? Oh, I know it's fast, but man, this guy really, this guy is 100 times better skier than I'll ever be. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like from the body language and from the sound of the skis, I smell trouble cooking a mile away. Okay, that was very smooth. Very confident, got right into his tuck, found his line. This looks like there's parts of courses that you'll kind of memorize or be like, this isn't gonna be anything to worry about. This guy was like, it was one of those two things. Either he was like, oh, I know what part of that line I'm gonna set up. He was very smooth through there. Like, very different from how the upper section looked. That's the difference too between the camera and reality, because sometimes those upper pitches can be really chattery, really gnarly, but the camera doesn't quite catch it. Oh man, I know it's fast, but I do not like the way that he uses the tails of his skis to catch back up with his line. He is like so easily getting behind in such a fast area, and he really seems to like using his tails to like get back into the line he wants to be in. It's fast, you can do it, but he's done it now 2 or 3 times, which makes me nervous. Especially in something like downhill. You might see it a lot in GS. In GS you can kind of get away with it, but with speeds like this, it's a much bigger gamble, I guess, if that helps give you context. There's that sound again. He's making it work though. Also, this French guy, he is built like a dump truck. Look at those thighs. Oh my God. It's great. I mean, he's very strong, very athletic, but just American skiers are more or less built differently now. I think we used to be built more like that. You looked at like Andrew Weibrecht, Bodie Miller, even Steven Nyman. He was tall, but very like beefy. Now we have some kind of younger guys that are still strong, but they're just built differently. And that's not like a dig in any direction. Both are very capable. He did a good job there. He was up in the air, but he made sure to get his foot back down so he could set up his line. He seemed to take that pretty conservatively, which seems smart. Are those his splits? Yeah, it looks like he lost a little bit of time there, but sometimes that's a technical move. I thought for sure that was where he was gonna crash. Look how he took that air and then landed and then had to get on the tails again as a platform to like keep his balance. This guy really likes the tails of his skis. Holy mackerel. I blinked and I missed it. I blinked and I missed it. Oh my God. Oh, okay, they got a replay. Thank goodness. Of all the sections, I didn't even see that one happen. This guy was like playing with fire the whole time, so it's not that crazy that he crashed, but he was like on the tails of his skis so many different times, and that was when he crashed. Okay, let's see the instant replay. Oh, what? It's like his leg just gave out, or like the inside edge just caught and his leg maybe broke. Because all of that dexterity that would keep you, it just faded away. If you told me that that was like a binding malfunction, watching it in real time, I couldn't have told the difference. What? That's it? I still don't understand what happened. One comment says, the fact that his knee was already flopping in unnatural directions before he hit the fence scares me. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna rewind and rewatch this. Rewatch this slow-mo. I don't think the camera caught it that well. They were like transitioning between cameras. Honestly, if you told me he broke his leg in a different section, or his leg gave out, then I would believe it. But his like inside edge just gives out and his leg completely stops holding him all together. He just kind of melts into the floor. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then you're, oh God, and then you're trying to slow yourself down. Oh, and he landed and his leg is all mangled. Well, the good news is that this person ended up being okay. They went on to win the 2019-2020 Europa Cup for this discipline. So all's well that ends well, but oh my God, that was stressful to watch and kind of baffling to figure out what happened. It looked like his leg just like kind of gave out there. And then, I don't know if it broke or buckled from the landing of one of the previous jumps or what, but that was very weird. It almost looked like his leg just dissolved right into the snow. I mean, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Downhill to me, in my honest opinion, is a little bit more of a blood sport than an actual like technical ski racing discipline. I get why people like it, I get why it's fun, but the risk reward to me seems totally off. You're going so fast, you're gonna lose years of your life in recovery from that big of an impact. The higher the speed, the higher the stakes. I don't care for it that much. Maybe that makes me a weenie or whatever, but it doesn't seem like there's that big of an appetite for it either. I think people love watching Salomon GS just as much. Even Super G. Downhill seems overkill, and the amount of strain you're putting on your legs, in my like semi-professional opinion, I would wonder if his leg didn't get injured before that, and then catching an edge just sent it over the brink, because he was on his tails the majority. That's hard on your muscles. Being on the tails of your skis when you're going that fast is really hard on your muscles, really hard on everything. I think this guy was pushing it to get the tight line, and I kind of wonder if his legs didn't get fatigued and then break more easily because of the other kind of incidents he had up the hill farther. Also, it's ice, it's not real snow. I don't know. Every time I watch this stuff, I go, do we really need downhill? Are there that many big downhill fans? And I always kind of doubt it. Maybe there are. Sound off in the comments if you're a big downhill fan. But to me, it's like, we don't need to like take years away from these young men and women's lives just for downhill. I mean, think about like how much longer Lindsey Vonn could have skied maybe if there wasn't downhill. Just my 2 cents though. It seems like it's really a sport or a discipline that has a hunger for injuries, and we just see it more and more. So anyway, that was a nice reminder as to why I don't like watching crash videos, but it had my attention when I was looking for something else. I don't know, thanks for being here with me. Hopefully nobody who didn't want to see a broken leg didn't have to see a broken leg. But I don't know if I'll do stuff like that again. I like watching World Cup content, and every once in a while it comes to me in my feed. That was my very live reaction to it, and I don't know. Didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed making this video, I enjoyed talking about it, but I don't know. I guess it's okay. Knowing that he's okay and he's recovered and he got his Europa Cup title makes me feel at least a little bit better. But anyway, that's the end of the video. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. That's a free way to support the channel. We also have memberships down below if you want to see content early. It also gives you a direct line to me if you want ski recommendations, things like that. As always, though, just thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate that you guys take the time out of your day. It means a lot to me. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.